This is Cyndy G, and in this video, we're assembling the Charleston, Travel Charleston card. So just like my other cards, I'm going to start with the front and the back. And that will be these two pieces with the tabs that just come off to one side. I'm going to assemble my film strip first. Now this is the outside of my card. So my film strip, this is for the sentiment on the back, goes on the outside. I'm not super happy with my green color here. I kind of wish I would have. I have trouble finding greens that I like. I haven't found, and because I'm so particular about my paper, like this bluish paper here, I do not like that paper. It's basil. I do not like the way it cuts. It's very fibery. I don't know if you can tell when it cuts. I don't care for it. I like the AC, and I'm not going to put that on just yet because I want to make sure I've lined it up with this piece on the camera. I wish that was just a little more limey. Needed more yellow in it, but it doesn't look bad. It's just not exactly the feel that I was wanting. So I'm just going to fold my tabs, and then I'm going to glue these two together, and I'm going to stand it up while I do that so that I know I have the front and back base of my card are straight. Then I'm going to open it up. And so whatever color the base is, that's the color that's going to shine through your windows and doors. And then I cut this piece out backwards and pulled the pieces off the back. So I have a bad spot there that's going to show. Let me had to push that through. There we go. So when you put this piece on, then you've got, oh, everything's backwards. Bummer. Then you've got your framed windows and door frame. I thought that would be easier than gluing on all those individual windows. So that was how I accomplished that look. I'm just going to ink the edges of this just a little bit. I'm going to hold my ink pad over my trash can because it sheds when I ink, but I'm just going to rub it. It's really old. You can see there's hardly any ink in it. I'm just going to rub it over the edges, but over my trash can because I don't want to get all those pieces on my mat. I just cleaned it. So just a little bit, just to kind of weather it some, kind of give it a little bit more dimension. Okay. This piece should be able to butt right up against the other one. And then you have a little roof piece to put on. And let me see where that glues. Yeah, now that I'm looking at it, you may want to wait to put this piece on and glue it down after you've closed your card up, because it is going to go over just a little bit here on. So I'm just going to take the corner off because it does go over just a little bit onto the piece. There. Okay, so now we're just going to set this aside and do our inserts. I'm putting this on the base first because when I told you that it cut this turquoisey blue cut and has all those fibers, I want to make sure I'm covering them up as best as possible. So I want to work on the base piece. Normally I would just assemble my tree and then put it on the base, but So Charleston is famous for she crab soup. And so that is why we have a crab. And it is for that soup. I don't eat seafood, so I've never had she crab soup, but I love Charleston. It's one of mine and my husband's favorite places to go. It's not too far for us. It's just a short 3-hour drive. And now our oldest son is going to school there, so we have another reason to go. I'm going to fold these tabs. And I'm going to pull my card in. And I'm going to take this back piece. I'm going to put glue on the back tab. I'm going to lay it flat right against the back, going into this back corner. You can see right there. Oh, I didn't keep it on there long enough. Then we're going to stand it up and put glue on this tab. Lay it right against the back. Fold it over. Just rolling the glue off my fingers. Then we're going to come over to this side and we're going to put glue on these two tabs. We're going to leave it laying flat down on the table. So leave it laying down flat, bring it over, and we're going to glue it to this side right here. So if you've never been to Charleston before, they have a row of houses that are right along the water, and it's called Rainbow Row. I wanted to fit more houses in there, but two, that gives you the feeling that has. So I thought, but it's pretty cool because all the houses are in pastels. So it's just very pretty. It's a very pretty street to walk down. And of course, the palmettos. For my West Coast friends, because I grew up in California, so I like to say that I'm bi-coastal. Palm trees, you know, are massive trees. But here on the East Coast, I'm not sure what does it, if it's our weather, because it gets a little cooler. You know, I'm not exactly sure why the palm trees are different, and they're called palmettos. And as you can see, so this is more representative of the height of a palmetto. Now in California, if they have palm trees, they'd be taller than those houses. But here on the East Coast, palmettos are small in comparison to a palm tree. So I'm just going to glue this on here. I went with white flowers because of dogwoods. So I'm just going to curl these in my hand. I'm just going to kind of push down with the ball tip of my stylus. I like to fold my flowers because they're on the front. I don't want everything to look so flat. Okay, and there it is. There is the Travel Charleston box card. Thank you for joining me.